They say that it's a big rich town, but I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city light, I gotta make it. This is where I tell jokes. Yeah, about this crazy show we watch. Yeah, big dummy, little dummy on the show called Power. That Power Lord. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Man, from the cold, frigid temperatures of the NYC as it is depicted on this very not so well, but equally intriguing show that we watch called Power. I am just coming back from the Governor Tate Lorenz function down at Truth, where, contrary to popular belief, nothing was going on for that entire week. I looked at their upcoming events board in the back while I was in the restroom, and I was like, damn, they ain't got no events, they ain't got no open mic, they don't have Tasty Tuesday, Taco Thursday, all that stuff, man. They don't have none of that. And then I come out and everybody then got robbed. It was the craziest shit, man. My bladder and I were in lockstep with the Lord. That Power Lord had me in the bathroom while everybody was getting robbed. I came out, I saw little Alfonso. I was like, hey, that's the old boy with the cause I always recognize him because he got the haircut like Guile from Street Fighter. I used to see him over there at the corner store. And lo and behold, Lord, this nigga trying to Me Too this bitch in the middle of the club with a shotgun. God damn. How you pick a hell of a time, Alphonse, to eye rape a bitch with a goddamn shotty. Bruh, get your money and get up out of there. Y'all, what the fuck is going on that Power? One of the many gripes that I have with this show. Yo, it's the one and only Be Stuck, man. We are back for another week of the review for Power. And this week's episode was entitled The Inside Man. And oh my God, my insides on this show was bubbling because I was like, what the hell is about to happen next on this stupid show called Power that we can't get enough of? Like, I literally cannot stop watching. I start watching Power on one side of the room, and then I end up like right at the front of the TV as the show concludes on some idiotic cliffhanger that they have every week. Y'all, this week was no different. I got a couple things I need to ask y'all. So first, did they just up and recast Raheem Devon into the Zed character? Like, I was sitting there thinking that the Zed character was going to connect to this guy, Raheem Devon, but I'm starting to believe the Raheem Devon was the guy we just saw a couple of episodes ago who had on the Burberry shirt, who looked like he was just coming back from a baby shower. Obviously, he was out here taking care of somebody else's child with a shirt like that, because that shirt comes you get that at the outlet, the Johnson and Murphy outlet at your local outlet mall, and it's always 30% off. That's why I know where, and everybody that go in there to buy that shirt is, ironically, they're heading to a baby shower. So I used to think that Zig and the guy with the Burberry shirt, Raheem Devon, he looked like Raheem Devon, and I thought they was like different characters, but now the nigga just disappeared, and now we got a Zig character, and Zig got the mid-grade on Yelp review weed package out here, and I'm trying to figure out, like, what happened to the other dude? Like, are they the same character? Is Epiphany, the stripper chick, is that his baby mama? Like, I don't know. They just like randomly like recasted these folks, and it just don't make sense. Like, or like it don't connect to anything. Just like technically, Alphonse didn't connect to anything. I mean, I know he was the dude that Ghost used to trap Tate, But it's not like he was like kept in the loop. Like, I got this guy. I see him at the barbershop all the time with the fresh high top fade from Street Fighter. It's not like they would make allusions to him. Like, that's what separates Power from being like a great show. It's like it used to really do that, but now it's just kind of like fast forwarding through like the little nuances that made it great in the early seasons. But this one was wild because I mean, like you never have any connection, and now all of a sudden this Zed character, who they just introduced at the end of the season, end of the series, he just got this important role. Like, oh, Deus Ex Machina, let's make sure this guy rolls rolls right with us. So I'm a sip of tea on that one. Let's get into it. We started out the show with finding out a big plot twist of Tariq working with Vincent, and Vincent and Tariq were going on like this Super Mario Brothers style team up where they played Ghost and Tommy against each other again, and not necessarily playing against each other, but just like not filling in the blanks of the actual stories or like the need to know information, and then to find out Tariq is behind it all is just another nail in the coffin for us and for the fans of this show and Tariq. We've been lobbying for Tariq to die for years now. He has reached, then he kind of came back off, but now he's reached it again. He's reached Joffrey levels, King Joffrey of Game of Thrones levels of hatred, and now you just want him to die. I think at this point, I mean, they got him dead to rights because he never uses a any gloves. Like, he has no money in the glove budget, and it's only it's only a matter of time before Agent J Lo, go and find out why he got kicked out of Choke and really start connecting him to everything, because he clearly left his fingerprints on that back door, and then they got phone records pinging of him and Tommy. So I mean, come on, son. And then another new character they introduced, this detective who looks similar to Yvette Carnell, our ADOS fam, but actually the lady kind of looked like Tyreek. And I was like, damn, Tyreek investigating himself. What a hell of a plot twist. But then it's Power and it ain't the same person. But they kind of look alike. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, in the line of notes in the credits or something, we find out that's his sister in real life. But anyway, she got lied to. Tyreek told a big bold-faced lie. He didn't even try to hide it. Agent J-Lo was sitting there like, what the hell? This nigga lying like a motherfucker. That was crazy. I also want to talk about this morning when I woke up. I was trying to avoid all of the spoilers, and so I actually thought. I saw Lakeisha's Lala's name trending on social media, and I thought that this was the episode that we were gonna get. This was before I watched it. I thought this was an episode where Lakeisha was gonna get got, cause in her first scene on the show, she had funeral makeup on. She had the hella pale face with like she had just seen a ghost, haha. And then they went on and she had her lines. I'm so tired of her delivering this Madea level performance of Lala. But I thought this was the episode she was gonna get got, but she did not get got. But she is definitely not long for this Power world. So it's only a matter of time that that she gets gone, because the show showed that she can't do simple math. Like Tasha was trying to show her how to cook the books, and she's sitting there like, you know what I mean? Like she can't even carry her ones and twos. She think that you just supposed to just add it all together, and you know, like you getting it wrong. She forgetting. She don't have a strong PEMDAS game. She probably don't even know what PEMDAS mean. You know what I mean? Shouts out to everybody that be doing them like them social media quizzes where they be like solve this math problem. Tasha need to get at to Lala because obviously she can't do basic math. So you can't be in the drug game and in the legal drug game without being at least genius level brilliant because you got to outsmart the cops and your competitors and be crooked and be straight at the same time. So that takes a higher level of thought that obviously Lala don't have. It's all of her thoughts are tied up in the CGI booty budget. Because every episode I feel like it get bigger and it might pop, and that might be how she died. And then you know what I mean, like I could see Agent J-Lo coming in and be like, hey, if you want to live, we got like an extra butt for you, but you got to tell us like who killed Proctor or some shit like that. And I see that playing out in the next episode. It's gonna be hilarious. So then what else is going on the show? So y'all, here's another gripe. I know it's like I know y'all want me to touch on like a bunch of stuff that's going on the show, but I can only focus on one thing. That the thing that bothers me more so than like anything on this show is that I don't like a I call them BTBNs, by the book ass niggas. I cannot stand by the book ass niggas. You've met a by the book ass nigga. You've been out to eat at a restaurant and you ask for a lemon. You ask for some lemons and they bring you a lemon. You ask for a napkin, they bring you a napkin. You ask for extra sauce, they be like, that's gonna be 35 cents. Like that's the by the book ass niggas. And obviously we have a character on this show who is tall, lanky, and very hard on the eyes. And he proved himself to be a company man, breaking away from Spank and the man from Glasses and Faces, because Glasses and Faces had unified and told Tommy like, nah, bruh, you ain't gonna have us out here doing this job, and we ain't gonna get paid for it. And then here come by the book ass nigga gonna come in and be like, hey guys, it's a little kid that's gone. And I was like, bruh, like that don't even look like how you would talk. And then that's how you deliver your lines. Hey guys, like he Barney or some shit. Like, as a matter of fact, he looked like Barney. I mean, let's keep it real. His name on the show is Avery Mason. I looked him up. I'm wondering if he's Anthony Mason's son, because he looks just like Anthony Mason. But here's the problem, and this is my whole gripe with this whole character, is his name is Black Grimace. His name on the show is Black Grimace. I'm not gonna like really go into the unimaginative names that they give characters on the show. I mean, we have a bad guy right now with the perm whose name is Jason. We've had a guy in the past who had a very menacing look, and his name was Dean. Like, I'm not afraid of a Dean or a Jason. Like, you got to give me some another name. Like, Vincent only makes me, maybe sweat. Like, who's Vincent? Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, you're talking about the little big head motherfucker. All right, I know you're talking about. But, the unimaginative names that they give this character, like, I wish they spent more time in the writer's room coming up with different characters. However, this guy, Avery Mason, you cannot tell me that he did not go into this into this audition for this character. And they obviously had another name for this character. I'm going to say that the character name was Stacy. He walks in, and the guys, and you know how it is in Hollywood. They looked at this dude and was like, guys, let's erase everything we know. This guy looks like Grimace, but he's black. So let's call him Black Grimace. And then had a white dude call him Grimace. Hey, BG, come here. And then he's like, hi, guys. A little kid has been kidnapped. And I was like, what the fuck is going on in the show? Something about that just doesn't. That's like in my craw. I hate that part of the show. They could have gave the man another name. Like they could have called him like, Black. I don't know, Black Thug or something. Now call this man Black Grimace. He does look like Grimace, which is fucked up. He can't help how he look. They didn't CGI his face. He looks like Grimace. And so they called him Black Grimace. Like, that's his name in real life. His name is no longer Anthony. No, I was about to call him Anthony Mason. Avery Mason. His name is Black Grimace. When I see him in the streets, I'm like, hey, Black Grimace. Yo, Black Grimace, hey, give me some French fries, bitch. Okay, guys, we got a guy out here. He needs French fries. Who's gonna give it to him? You, Black Grimace. Get your ass out there. That's all it is. Anyway, moving right along. Got that out because I saw his name in the credits. It was like, yo, this man's name is Black Grimace. Like, there's something wrong with that. Anyway, I digress. The show was wild. We spent the whole show basically saving Tyreek, which is another thing that pissed me off. So we made Vincent $2 million more to save Tyreek's life, and they try to make Tyreek like he's so innocent. Like they patronize him to no degree. I mean, to every degree, to the nth degree. And like nobody will give him a whooping. He won't get no time out. They won't punish him. They won't investigate what he do. The man was hanging out with Kanan. He was hanging out with Kanan. He was pulling rips. Now you find out he done hooked up with Vincent. And y'all still treating this nigga like, oh, he's such a good guy. We're going to send him back to school. He's going to be on the honor roll. He's going to go to college and live a life. Like, no, he's not. He's not. He's seen Ray Ray die. He's seen Proctor die. He's seen his sister die. He's seen like all this death around him. He's seen Angela die. He's seen Angela have a gun in the closet. He's seen his dad talk to his mom in a horrible way. He's seen his sister and his grandmother just go absent from the show. And then they just miraculously pop up when it's time to show how impoverished Tasha's living situation is. I mean, all of that factors in and creates this. He's gonna be the next Joker. He's gonna be the Black Joker, Mexican Joker. I just like the South Park, man. It was hilarious. Anyway, so then we find out that Tasha is moving weight, and Ghost is so trifling, man. Like he just like flips out. Like, who knew that Tasha? Like y'all don't know nothing about each other because you purposely don't know. You don't want to know. Like you want to exhibit that you don't give a fuck about Tasha, but then you get mad when you don't know Tasha moving weight. You kick Tariq to the curb, and then you find out that he moving weight, and now you be like, who all knew this? Like, no, bro, y'all are horrible parents. Y'all need a parenting class like ASAP Rocky. Speaking of ASAP, I was just playing. Another thing is, I mean, but with Tasha, you know, for as community vaginal gifts as she puts out, she really excels in the illegal drug trade game. And, you know, for as dumb as the previous previous episodes missions were, like the kidnapping of the Jimenez, for Tasha to come in and arrange this elaborate scheme to rob the fundraising night at Truth, that was fucking brilliant. It ended up helping everybody. Now Tate is a hero. They got the money back. They got the money to free Tyreek, so to speak. And then, I mean, it just solved every issue, and it was just incredible, like how well this dysfunctional group works together than they do apart. And so, it really just highlights how much of a liability Lala is, because Lala she can't do simple math. Let alone she can't plan no elaborate scheme to rob a freaking governor's fundraiser. Like, I mean, what is Lala's role in all of this? It's gonna be crazy how all of this comes together. Then they also ran numbers through the strippers, and the strippers were not discreet. Like everything about them, they was hands down booty popping and just popping sacks out their pussy. Like you got to be a little more discreet than that. Like you know what I mean? Like back in the day, like they don't even dap them up. They was like, here you go, here you go. I was like, fam, like y'all got to dap it real cool and then move. She got it right here. She's stripping with the whole Cardi B joints going on. And they spinning on the pole and all of it flying around the club. I was like, damn. And if Sax was in there, he would have raided the whole club. He would have loved locking all them niggas up. Speaking of, it was great to not have his racism in this episode. I don't know, it was something refreshing about only having to deal with Agent J-Lo's struggle accent as she struggled to get words out of her mouth. But this was an interesting episode. Definitely without him, and I think now the pressure is all about to get put on Tyreek. Finally, all guns are being shifted towards him. So we just got to see how this all plays out next week. I don't know how many episodes we have left, but hey, I think we're at least reaching the midpoint of the season. Or we reached the midpoint of the season. I don't know. You never know with 50 Cent and the reports I hear of how many episodes are in the season. But I think this was a bit of the what they call the denouement. And now it's all on the downhill, and we're going to see how everything plays out in the rest of this crazy show called Power. That power, Lord. I'm one on the be stuck, man. I'm about to go get changed. I kept my watch, as you can see. I just need to take some pills, because, man, damn, that shit was wild. My nerves was bad after seeing that shit get robbed up like that. So, anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. One more thing that I did not touch on was Dre. I'm pretty sure Dre ran off to snitch on Sax. It would be best if Dre just got ghosts. Actually left, because Faces and Glasses gonna see that nigga, and they gonna deal with that nigga, and it's gonna be on site. Matter of fact, Black Grimace might come out and be like, hi guys, I know I'm pretty positive, but this nigga has to die. Let me do it. And then they don't do it. Alright, y'all. Anyway, hit me up. Y'all know the game, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm the one that only be stuck. Man, holla at y'all next week. Peace.